What is up YouTube, HOLYPEPSI here. I'm going to be going over my Deadman guide. This is going to be a guide on basically the basics, what I've learned so far, and what you need to know to rebuild correctly. So this is very, very important, and please listen because it will save you a lot of time and hassle and a lot of heartaches. So first off, one, you basically want to get your agility level higher, but you have to choose. Do you want to be a person who's going to be able to rebuild effectively, or do you want to be a melee person who's going to kill people, or a range person, or a mage, or whatever? You have to basically come up with that decision, and most likely the safest route is going range and defense, because obviously you have the defense, you have the defense against melee, and then you have the range for basically hide armor, which protects you from getting bursted by DT mages and all that good stuff. So it is very important to train range. I think it is the safest route, but it's totally up to you. So let's go over the skills. You can protect 3 non-combat skills and 2 combat skills. So it's important that you should actually pick range and defense. If you don't decide to do that, that's up to you. But then if you go mage and HP or some crap like that, or mage and defense, then you're going to be taking a ton of money in runes, and that's really not efficient whatsoever. And if you go attack and strength, then you're losing HP and defense, so you can't really farm anything that's going to do any damage to you because you'll get absolutely wrecked by it. So most likely you're going to go with range and defense. That's the reason why everyone's doing it. That's the reason why every single streamer did it, is because it's just more effective. So looking at the 3 non-combat stats, I would strongly suggest going fishing and cooking. That way you can get your basic starting gear. It's extremely important to get like starting gear and starting cash. So 100 lobbies sells for 10k. You can get 100 swordfishes, sell that for 10k easily too. You'll basically have a starting cash pile. Then you can merch that up and invest in a 3rd skill. Your 3rd skill is not going to be agility, okay? Please understand that. Do not get agility up. Have your fishing and cooking, and then get your 3rd skill. Your 3rd skill is, my 3rd skill is obviously crafting. You can go crafting, you can go thieving, you can go hunter, and you can go rune crafting. Those are what I would recommend. It's totally up to you what you want to do, but get a 3rd skill that requires money. Requires money to start up, but pays off very well. Example, crafting is one of the most expensive ones because obviously you have to buy gems, you have to buy hides and all that stuff. But once you actually get the crafting level high enough, you'll make tons of profit off of selling black D hides and stuff like that. And basically being able to make stuff and then use your mage levels to enchant it further down the line when you get a higher combat level. But either way, your crafting will always be nice. Then you can give up your fishing and your cooking and switch that for agility. So right now, I have my crafting level to 56. So as you can see here, my 3 protected stats are agility, crafting, and fishing. I'm not protecting cooking anymore. I'm not protecting mining. I'm not protecting smithing. That's because I've invested my money into crafting, and I can use that to basically help me get all my cash back, because now I can craft dragonstone rings and turn them into ring of wealths, which sell for about like 35-40k, which is pretty nice. So I would recommend doing that. You basically go off and you save agility for your last thing after you basically get your cash pile up. You might die a few times because of it, but you want to get your 3rd skill, and I took the long way route. I went off and protected agility, fishing, and cooking, and because of that I went and did crafting, and I ended up getting killed and losing 500k, and I ended up losing all my crafting experience because I had these 3 stats protected, which really, really, really sucks. So I would strongly recommend doing that. So for rebuilding, it's very, very easy. Once you basically get your cash pile up, you're going to train range in one of the safe areas, right? And you have to do this with range and, of course, mage. And then you're going to go to Blue Dragons. Blue Dragons is the best spot to go to. There's obviously dragons that are aggroed on anyone who's going there, so you can run through there if a PKR comes. And also, it's very important that you understand that there's going to be other people that are doing Blue Dragons that will protect you. So if someone skulls, most likely another person is going to PJ them and try to kill the skull dude. You can also run to the lesser demons, all that good stuff. And pretty much what I'm saying is it's safe. Do not go to the wilderness and do green dragons. That is the worst place on earth to build because you will have no protection. There's not going to be a lot of people doing green dragons. So what you're going to have is you're going to have yourself doing green dragons, maybe 1 or 2 other guys, and PKers are going to come up, and if they're not with you, you're going to be totally screwed. Whereas if you go to Blue Dragons, Cavalry Dungeon's going to have tons of people in it. Whether they're skulled or not, it's most likely they won't be skulled. But there's going to be people that you will run into, and they will be willing to fight someone who are skulled, and they'll try to kill them for their bank. That's just how this mode works. So it's very important you understand that and you abuse that. Right now, I'm getting 70 agility, so I can do Blue Dragons much more effectively. Agility takes about, I want to say 8 hours to do. It is very, very, very time consuming. So understand that and do this when you don't have a bank. Right now, I got cleaned, so I have about 250k in the bank right now, but it's all in the safety deposit box. In my actual bank, I have less than 4k. So if I die right now, I don't give a damn. I don't lose anything whatsoever for my stats. I lose prayer XP, magic XP, which all this stuff can be regained in like 2 seconds. I've done Ghost Ahoy. I think it's Ghost Ahoy, right? Yeah, I've done Ghost Ahoy, so pretty much I take like 40 dragon bones. I go and get my prayer level back up to level 43. Actually, I don't even think I need 40 dragon bones. Pretty much, I just take my dragon bones, I do the bone meal thing, and I get my prayer level back up to 43 like that. It's extremely easy, extremely effective, and it really doesn't take basically any time. So, as for food, many people are going to say, well, if you're giving up cooking and fishing, then you're not going to have any food. Well, no, you'll be doing Blue Dragons, so you'll basically be getting enough gold to do Blue Dragons, and then 100 swordies and 100 lobsters is like 10k. You easily make that off of like 4 or 5 kills. So that's how you rebuild. It's very, very, very easy. Many people are stuck, many people don't know what to do, and it's just easy. If you're going training on really weak level monsters, you're never going to get a drop. If you played RuneScape whatsoever, you understand that getting a rune item drop is almost impossible. It's not really impossible, but it's impossible for low levels. If you're going like, pretend this is free to play, right? A rune item drop on free to play is, from my knowledge of RuneScape, very, very annoying and very difficult and very rare. So it's not really that effective, and especially since you're going to be low combat level, to basically go and kill goblins, go and kill lesser demons. You'd rather just take the extra time, kill blue dragons, get stuff that people are obviously wanting, and then you can basically merch that stuff and get a decent cash pile. As for me, right now I'm going to be probably making an FC or something that's going to be free crafting, and I'm going to be crafting stuff for free because right now the top crafting players are kind of, I don't want to say they're pricks, they're smart, but what they're doing is they're pretty much charging people in outrageous amounts of money to go off and craft materials for them. So if I want to basically get a dragonstone, or if I have a dragonstone, I have to pay like 35k to make that into a glory, and then they won't even enchant it for me. So it's just, it's a pain. So they're doing that, and they did take a lot of time to invest in that skill, but right now I need to get crafting XP, so I'll just do everything for free, and then I'll get to that point where I can make black dragon hides, and then I'll just basically sell black dragon hides, because that's just easy. You can just craft that stuff like it's freaking paper money, and you'll be set. But that's what I would recommend doing, and also if you can find someone that's like me, who is willing to craft for XP, that will really help you out, because then you'll be able to take those hides, basically tan them, take them to the crafter will go and craft them for you, and he'll get a lot of XP, which is helping him out, and you'll get a lot of dragon hide sets, which sell a lot more than actually selling the hides. Was it dragon hides sell for like 1.2k or 1.3k, 1.4k, something along those lines, and a blue D-hide pure set sells for 10k to 15k, 20k, depending on the time of day. So you can make a serious amount of cash by finding the right person. As for me, for the next couple of days, I will most likely be trying to do that. So if you do add me, feel free. I'm obviously not going to scam you. There'd be no point in scamming you. And it's mutual beneficial to both of us. I'm getting XP, you're getting crafting, you're getting supplies that will basically make it where you can actually sell stuff. So that's what I'm trying to say. And I really wish what RuneScape would do is I really wish they would bring back, what is it called? I think it's called Assist. Pretty much where you can basically use their high levels and craft your own materials and they get XP for it. I really like that skill, but obviously I guess that would be kind of going against the Deadman mode philosophy. So, yeah. But I would highly recommend finding someone, or I'm sure there'll be other people that are willing to craft for free. And once you do find them and you basically form a trust bond with them, you'll basically be able to make a ton of money and a ton of cash. And that's what actually I did. That's how I got my first 500Ks. I found some dude that I basically trusted, and I was like, can you craft this stuff for me? And I give him like 10 hides at a time, and it got to the point where I was just giving like 50 hides at a time, and he basically crafted all my stuff for him. And then he went off and gave me blue D hide sets. I went to World 345 and I started selling them, and I made tons of cash. And I turned that cash into skills, and then I ended up getting killed right as I was about to hit, like, I would probably have hit it easily 65 crafting with all the supplies I had. I was very pissed. But now I'm rebuilding. I might do a few quests before I go off and take my stuff out of the bank. But once I do those few quests, I'll go back to Blue Dragons, I'll get my money back, make some pretty decent cash stack, and then go and do crafting and stuff like that. So hopefully this video has helped you out. I know I went a little bit off topic there at the end, but I'm just giving my thought process into basically what you should do in RuneScape and how to make cash, whereas a lot of people are getting stuck, they're not having any idea what to do, and they're giving up, which is really sad. And hopefully they'll basically figure out the same way I did, is basically Blue Dragons was the fastest way to make cash, because considering that was, like, I'm the best at this mode, because not really as in like the best as everything, but like I'm basically using the same stuff that I used in old school RuneScape back in like 2005, back in 2013, and now in Deadmanscape, because I knew that Druids was the best way to make money. You'd sell the herbs and you'd get Draynors and everything, so obviously that's the best way. And then Blue Dragons was the second step, which everyone kind of forgot about, and it's just like, it's so good and so easy. So yeah, even getting further off topic. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and peace out.